Hello everyone, my name is Jack Murphy, and if you are new to investing, it may seem difficult to pick what stocks you want to invest in, but in this video I'm going to give you a simple strategy to start building your portfolio today. There are thousands of stocks in the American stock market alone, and picking which ones you want to buy can seem like throwing a dart blindfolded. What if I were to say that there's a way you can narrow down that list to just quality companies? I want to mention quickly that even if you are a professional stockbroker or financial advisor, you're not going to consistently beat the market. So especially as a beginner, picking individual stocks is not likely the best strategy you could go about. You're much more likely to profit just by buying an ETF like VTI or VOO and then just consistently holding that for 20 plus years. But if you're like me and you enjoy researching and picking individual stocks and trying to beat the market, then this video is for you. But I wanted to clarify that it's not the best strategy. So this is not the only way you can pick stocks. You could get stock screeners and you could look for articles. You have to know what you're looking for when using that, and in the beginning it's hard to learn all of this at once. So what I did is I would pull up like an S&P 500 index like VTI or VOO, or just some good ETFs like SCHD or JEPI, and then I just look at the positions they're holding. So for example, VOO is a S&P 500 index run by Vanguard. You can go on Vanguard's website and look up their holdings. Here are the top 10, and right there are 10 quality stocks just given to you. Here's a list of the top 25 stocks in the S&P 500. You can just look this up. Here are the top 10 holdings of the Charles Schwab ETF. Charles Schwab is a bank, and they got professionals putting together and managing this portfolio, and they handpicked these stocks for a reason. Here are the top 10 holdings of the JEPI ETF. This is an ETF run and managed by JP Morgan, the top bank in the world. So when you're looking at all the holdings of all these different ETFs, take a pen and paper and just write down all the consistent ones you see, all the overlaps. Apple's probably in a lot of them. Some of the big banks are probably in all of them, and these are maybe good starting points to looking for what stocks you want to buy. Now, not all of these companies are going to be profitable, but if you're deciding to hold long term, by that like years and years and years, then most of them you probably are okay with, but there are some things you can do to decide which are the better companies. So obviously you can do technical analysis and analyze the financials of a company, but that takes time to learn, and in the beginning it's pretty frustrating. So what I do is name brand recognition. What companies do I use on a day-to-day basis that are in these lists, and do I see them having a future? A popular example would be like Apple. Apple is a pretty big company and they got a lot of customer loyalty. I'm recording this on an Apple iPhone. I'm editing this on a Mac computer. 2 sales for Apple right there. When my iPhone breaks in a couple of years, when my Mac breaks in a couple of years or becomes slow, I'm probably gonna buy another Apple product. Apple has built, consistent customers, and I don't see them losing them for many, many years. Do you go to Starbucks every morning? Do you shop at Target every week? So while you're there, just take a minute and look around and think about the company as a whole. Do you see yourself going to Starbucks every day for 20 years, 30 years? Do you see yourself shopping at Target every week for the rest of your life? Some people would probably say yes. This system is really going off your gut. What do you feel in your gut? And you can't really make the best prediction without understanding the company's financials thoroughly, but it's a good way to pick your first couple stocks. Now, this obviously isn't a foolproof strategy. If I went back to my 10-year-old self wandering the halls of Toys R Us thinking I will always be coming here for the rest of my life, well, that wouldn't be true because they went bankrupt. So there is some bias if you like the company yourself, but you have to take a more realistic view when you're doing this. This strategy could probably get you your first 10 to 15 stocks, and as you get more advanced with your investing, you will learn more of that financial analysis and technical analysis for each company. But sometimes you need to get your feet in the water, and this is a good way to do that. So that is all for today. I haven't seen any videos talking about this specific beginner stock picking strategy, so it might be something I thought of, but let me know what you guys think down in the comments, and peace.